Hi everybody! Welcome to Santa Maria, California. This is a great town located on the California Central Coast where the city meets the country, or the country meets the city. The neat thing is there's lots to offer and we're going to take a tour. I'm a real estate broker with OAC Real Estate Services. Come on, let's take a ride. So, I gotta tell you, I've lived in Santa Maria now since 1994, and some of the neat things about this area is just how much our weather is so amazing, how great it is for kids. Santa Maria has so many different things that they're known for, including the famous Santa Maria style barbecue. And if you are someone that enjoys eating meat, then this is definitely something you'll appreciate. The other thing too is right over this direction, we actually have our own Santa Maria Rodeo. Santa Maria offers so much, and we're going to take a trip through, show you some of the industry, as well as the houses, as well as some of the special features it offers. Santa Maria features a wonderful Dignity Health Hospital. It was recently redone, as well as offering cancer research facilities. Dignity Hospital is a teaching hospital. Directly next to it is Hancock Park. This is an area of custom homes that have been designed and built with attention to detail in mind. Most of these were designed in the 1980s. They're usually substantially larger and custom, and they range in price point anywhere from approximately $725 upwards to $925. The neat thing about Santa Maria is that what a lot of times people will think when they think of California is they're actually thinking of LA, or they're even possibly thinking of the Bay Area. One of the other things that Santa Maria is known for is Allen Hancock College. The nice thing about Allen Hancock College is in California, it's actually one of the top 5 community colleges that are available. And since then, it's expanded into even more. It's one of the best colleges known throughout the whole United States. All of this used to be raw land. So when I relocated to the Santa Maria area in '94, none of this was built up. And as you're going to see, it used to be just a lot of farmland and everything. But what they've done is they've annexed a lot of this stuff into the city so that now we actually have a lot more industry that's available. And as a matter of fact, when I actually was looking to relocate to the Central Coast, we looked from Santa Barbara all the way up to Paso Robles, and it was just farmland. So I got lost because I needed to use a restroom, so I pulled over, and I finally found the city of Santa Maria. It was about 2 miles that direction because all of this was agriculture. I didn't even realize this town was here. This is how much it's changed since I've been here. Highway 101 is the corridor that stretches all through Santa Maria. Again, notice all of the area that is built up on the west side of the freeway, but what's really truly interesting is on the east side of the freeway is a substantial amount of land posed for additional development. Notice again that there's even infill areas allowed for additional building. Again, all of this is new development, with Santa Maria expanding even more. Here on the east side of Santa Maria is all of the agriculture. The price in Santa Maria is approximately $650,000. They range primarily, I think the lowest price if you were to go for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, single-family residence would maybe get you something around $375,000. And then they end up having on their higher end in some of our custom neighborhoods upwards of about $1.5 million. That said, we do have some custom estates that go upwards of $200 million. No, upwards of $2 million, sorry. $200 million, that would be pretty cool, huh? No. But that's just to give you an idea. We do have an Elks. If you like the Elks Lodge, that's the Santa Maria Elks. They have a great tri-tip barbecue there. So the barbecue that happens, Santa Maria is known for their Santa Maria style tri-tip. It is a unique preparation, and as a matter of fact, a lot of people have actually taken and bought the seasoning, and just the way the meat is cut, you actually can't find it cut the same way as they do it in the Santa Maria proper area, and all along the Central Coast. So I talk about this being the Central Coast because of the fact that usually it's from about Santa Barbara on up to San Luis Obispo. And Santa Barbara is about 60 miles away, and San Luis Obispo is about 30 miles away.
Doesn't that look awesome? Again, known for its temperate weather, Santa Maria has so much that it offers as far as growing. Multiple established wineries, as well as grapes. That is the Santa Maria Valley. Throughout the Central Coast, there's multiple wineries within 30 minutes. Santa Maria offers a wine trolley to visit local wineries, including this one at the top of the Orcutt Hills, Presqu'île. It's a production facility with wine caves. Now we're going to go and visit some of the different neighborhoods throughout the Santa Maria Orcutt area. This particular neighborhood is known as Lake Marie. All of these are custom-built homes on 1-acre lots. Notice all of the expansiveness and inviting locations. Additional vineyards, but the other thing too is Santa Maria is also known for all sorts of additional agriculture. Here is sort of the corridor into the Orcutt area. As we cross over Highway 101, we're now going into some of the other newer subdivisions. These subdivisions were built in between 2006 and 2020. These are a mixture of 2-story and single-story homes on 8,000 to 10,000 square foot lots.
So now what I'm going to do is, this is the Dunlap District, and we've actually gone and seen quite a few different subdivisions. And the reason I say that is because it's pretty much all built out. And it has a real variety of different types of homes. You'll have homes that were built in the 60s. You have homes that are built all the way up into about 2004 and even in 2010. But one of the things I wanted to take you by is the very first home that we built. When we were actually looking to buy in this area, we were looking from Paso Robles all the way down to Santa Barbara. And as it turned out, this is the house that we built, that we ended up buying. And so I'm going to show it to you right here. And I like the color yellow because that there is happy. So it's a happy home. But the other thing that was really interesting about it is that we built and put, what we did though is we actually were one of the first places to do what was called a granny unit. Now, in California, they do have a lot of what's called ADUs, and they allow people to put an ADU on it. But when we built the granny unit, I'll tell you, it was very intriguing, all of the different hoops and stuff we had to do. As a matter of fact, the granny unit itself, there was actually 5 of us on this street that built it, and we had to go through a huge permitting process. Well, now, in the state of California, you are legally allowed to do an ADU, and it is really easy for the process and very inexpensive in the scope of how it's done. So we kind of were forefront doing that, but at the same time now it's real common. I thought you'd enjoy that kind of a little talk. So on to the next one.
To give you another example, this is a subdivision called Tiffany Park. These homes range from about 1,500 square feet to 2,000 square feet. Price point in this area is approximately $600 to approximately $725, depending upon the condition and improvements of each of these homes. This is one of the nice subdivisions located in the Orcutt area that people seek after. Another subdivision, just a little bit down the way, a little bit smaller lots, about 8,000 square feet, ends up having homes about 2,000 square feet, and another one as well. These price points range from approximately $650 up to $750. Just giving you a hint and a taste of what these homes have to offer and the selections and varieties. Notice lots of sidewalks. This is an older section. These were built in the 60s, and they range in the price point of $550 upwards of $675. Again, depending on the condition and depending on what the property has to offer. We also have new construction. However, there's not a whole lot of new construction in the Santa Maria area. Most of it is in the Orcutt area. This happens to be Rice Ranch, and it has its own little clubhouse facilities. All of these homes were built in 2020 and newer. These homes right now in new construction are ranging from approximately $940,000 upwards of $1.2 million. The sizes on these homes range from approximately 2,000 square feet upwards of 3,100 square feet. The other thing too is that they're on lots that are approximately 7,500 square feet to about 9,000. Over this direction is another subdivision. They're actually starting the prefab of the homes, but they're actually not going to be totally ready to sell until 2024. Now we're going to go into some of our exclusive communities. We do have gated communities in the area. This is Elkhorn Estates. In this subdivision, the average lot size is around a half an acre, although it does go upwards a little bit higher to 3/4 of an acre. Lots of green space. All of these again are custom homes with a lot of wonderful amenities. As we go into the Oak Hill Estates, this is directly next door to Elkhorn. Again, a gated community with custom homes. And the price points on these properties in the Oak Hill area, they are on 1 acre lots. They tend to be upwards of 1.3 to approximately 1.8 million. Both Elkhorn and Oak Hill are custom estates. The difference being that in Oak Hill you tend to have a little bit larger homes and larger lots. Both are very well received, and both are impeccable as well as gated. This is just to give you a sampling. Now we're going to go into a little town that is known as Old Orcutt. This town is actually quite unique in the fact that it actually was founded on oil. As a matter of fact, Old Mott was an accident that happened and the town was created around it in the 1900s.
In this area, it's just sort of interesting to see all the history. And this is considered the town of Orcutt, the actual official town of Orcutt. But there is so much history behind this, and all these different people have come to stay here.
This is one of the original homes for Orcutt. And what's really neat is that we even have a local artist that paints these Orcutt cows, and only a few people know who does it. Orcutt takes great pride in making certain to incorporate old and new. As a matter of fact, they have communities that will go forward, and anytime you have any kind of improvements to certain properties in this area, they have to receive approval so that they match. We also have wonderful open spaces in Orcutt hills and trails. Now we're going to go into another subdivision. Foxwood Estates is a great community of approximately 1,100 homes. Mark Smith was the developer of Foxwoods, and he designed primarily 2 two-story plans and then 5 single-story plans. The homes in these areas range from approximately 1,800 square feet to a little over 2,900 square feet, and they tend to be on 10,000 square foot lots with a few larger and a few smaller. The beautiful thing about this area is that they don't have an actual mandated HOA, but they do have a dedicated clubhouse. The nice thing about this clubhouse is it's only available for people who live in the Foxwood neighborhood. Price points in this neighborhood range anywhere from approximately $700,000 to approximately $900,000, depending mostly on condition as well as size. As I mentioned, Santa Maria has amazing weather, and one of the benefits of having such amazing weather is we have golf courses. As a matter of fact, this one here is the Santa Maria Country Club, which offers a private membership-only golf course. It does feature quite a few tournaments, but it also offers tennis as well. The nice thing is that because of where we're located with our weather, not only can you enjoy the Santa Maria Country Club, there's also a public course for Santa Maria, not too far away, but we also have 15 golf courses within less than a 30-mile radius.
All right, so that was the Santa Maria Country Club. And again, like I said, golf on the Central Coast is quite large. We've got multiple different golf courses throughout the area. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out this amazing Waller Park. This is acres and acres of land dedicated to a park, and then we're gonna wind around to another location where you're gonna see all we have to offer.
Waller Park is a huge park. As a matter of fact, it's 154 acres, and it offers an awful lot of different opportunities. Over to the left, there's actually multiple duck ponds. They even offer frisbee golf. If you're not into golf courses, maybe you might want to try the frisbee golf. There's additionally multiple playgrounds and even pony rides. Yes, we have pony rides. Waller Park has a lot of dedicated picnic spaces, multiple bathrooms throughout, and multiple play yards throughout. This 154 acres has a lot to offer for a lot of discerning people. It also overlooks Hagerman Field, which is great for baseball tournaments, as well as offering pickleball, even its own dog park. This dog park offers a small section as well as a larger section, and even features an area that you can bathe your puppy dogs. Now to the Santa Maria Airport. This is one of those wonderful airports where the parking is free, by the way, but it's also an international airport. As a matter of fact, it's almost equally distant between the Los Angeles airport and San Francisco airport. Other things that are nice is that it has an expanded runway, looking to secure its international designation again with the Customs Department. There is work in place trying to progress on that. The other thing that's nice is that it has an air tanker fire retardant refill station that's been designated. Plus, we're close to Vandenberg Space Force Base, and they use the Santa Maria Airport to help train. The Vandenberg Air Force Space Station has been around for years. It now houses SpaceX, as well as works with United Launch Alliance, as well as our military. It's a great place for a lot of our military to retire. Just off of the airport is the Radisson Hotel. Lots of people will land, have brunch, and leave.
So something else that's interesting about Santa Maria is that there's a lot of startups in this area. As a matter of fact, we're going to go by a company that's called Hardy Diagnostic, and this particular company the gentleman started as just a small mom and pop.
Lionheart Toys. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but they also are here located in Santa Maria. As mentioned, Hardy Diagnostics started small. It's now expanded to over 3 buildings. It's quite impressive in all of the different things that Mr. Hardy has had and done.
So the thing that was really cool about Hardy Diagnostics is that with that company, he started really small, but the thing that was also interesting is that he was instrumental during COVID for having the COVID kits. So when they were having all of the COVID tests being done, they actually reached out to Mr. Hardy for him to be able to do the test tubes and also the swabs and things like that. And so his business has exploded, and COVID was a big part of that. And the other part that's really neat about it is that with Hardy Diagnostics, it's owned by the company, or by the employees. He actually set it up to where instead of him just giving it away or selling it, the company is going to be owned by the employees when he ends up retiring. I thought it was really cool. And his work ethic and his whole business practice is stellar. So call out to Mr. Hardy.
Our weather truly has created opportunity. As a matter of fact, Wineset Farms is a Canadian company that has come into the Santa Maria area and is known for its tomatoes, cucumbers, and all sorts of other industries.
So shout out to the Santa Maria Police Department. There is absolutely no police defunding in this area. As a matter of fact, I'm part of the police council, and one of the things that we are set up as a nonprofit is to actually assist our police officers in receiving additional equipment and provisions so that we can make certain that the city is safe. As a matter of fact, we are known throughout the whole area as being one of the most well-received, the highest recruited, and the most sought-after police department in the area. We've got excellent leadership, and they do a great job. So that's something I thought that you might enjoy, and something I definitely value.
A lot of Santa Maria used to be agricultural land, as I mentioned before. There was buildings in the 80s. However, we also experienced a huge housing boom in the early 2000s. That said, we're also seeing additional housing happening currently. The Santa Maria Inn is also an iconic landmark for Santa Maria. As a matter of fact, there's even rumors having back stated that it might even be haunted. This iconic building is filled with history. Lots of famous people have stayed here. Santa Maria has a great pride in both its history as well as its heritage. It embraces a mixture of old and new. The library was just recently rebuilt as well, and City Hall is located in downtown Santa Maria, part of the original portion of the Santa Maria Valley. They have a tree lighting ceremony here. They also have a parade, and the City Hall. It's a mix of the old and new, and impeccably maintained. This is where original Santa Maria was located, and the homes that were built in this area tend to be anywhere from the 1905s all the way up to about 1945 or so, with a splash of 1960s. Notice how they have a lot of different architecture to it, and many of these homes have both a front street as well as an alley back street, and with the Santa Maria rules and regulations, a lot of people are building ADUs on them as well. Price points in this area can range anywhere for a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath home of about $350 upwards up to about $700,000 with a main home that has an ADU. Such diversity in Santa Maria, a little bit of flavor for virtually everybody. Lots of space, lots of ability, and lots of room to grow. A wonderful community with a lot of diversity. We have still more to show you with just a few more subdivisions and a few more points of interest. Stick around. Additional samplings is this little subdivision called Los Cabos. Homes are about 1,200 to 1,400 square feet, approximately 450 to 650, and traditions. This particular area is about 1,700 square feet to 2,600 square feet and is located very close to the renowned Robin Ventura Park. Another thing about Santa Maria is how close it is to the beaches. Within 10 miles to beaches of Santa Barbara County at the north end, and within 30 miles of San Luis County beaches at the northern end.
Santa Maria, where the country meets the city. This awesome community offers it all. Wine, weather, golf, beaches, you name it. What is it that is important to you? You want to have a horse? We've got it. You want to have a little bit of a vineyard on your own? We've got it. If you want to have a slice of heaven, that's definitely we got it here. So come on by, give me a call. Let's have a cup of joe.